Okay, so it's gonna get a little loud here, all right? But I'm gonna show you how I do it. I'm gonna try to get the camera down to a right angle. I can turn this down. Are you talking to me, huh? Yeah, if you want to come over here and help me with this. Just video me drying a knot so they can see like a little better. And you can just hold the phone. I'm gonna hand the phone off to wifey here and let her just hold it while I dry the knot so I can show them how I do it. Okay, so we're gonna start with our high-end knot. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna dry it. So what I try to do is, because I'm using, well, let's use something different. I use honey in my coffee, so I'm gonna use that, because if not, the hair dryer will move all over the counter on you. Okay, go ahead, I'll hold it there. We're gonna wait a minute, I'm gonna show you guys here. So this is my setup when I'm using, I do them in my kitchen. You can do them wherever you want. It doesn't get too messy. So basically I turn on the hair dryer and then just start running your hands through. You might want to shake them a couple times. And again, this is our high-end Heritage Gel Badger in the bulb. This is going out to a new friend of mine. I met him through David Gonzalez referred him to me. And thank you, David, for doing that. So you want to get a real decent hair dryer. And you see as they're coming along drying, look at how nice that looks. My wife's laughing at me. Says you can see, they can see you have your underwear on. Who cares? I like to wear my underwear around the house when it's just me. I don't care, I'm just making some knots. I'm just an average guy. Yeah, I may have a suit and tie on when I go to work, but I'm just one of the boys. I don't care. Get a little comedy here. But you want to just keep running your... See, right now all I feel is water. So that tells me I got all the solution off of it. And you just keep drying it. And somebody might say, well, you're blooming the knot. Okay, you're right. The knot gets bloomed a little bit. But how you fix that, I'm going to show you. Need one of those little, right there, I got it. I'll get it here in a second. How you fix that is don't use a rubber band. Go out and get one of these hair bands that women use for their hair, because it's got the coating on it. Rubber bands tend to pull the hairs and get them all out of shape. I like to put these on them, and I'll show you when I'm done with this one how I get it to form back to the original shape that it was without it being bloomed. Like I said, you just want to keep it in front of there. And you see what a pain in the rear end this is, you know? If you want to do it, more power to you. Imagine doing 50 of these. You know? That's why I charged the extra $5 premium for doing it. Number one, the cost. I'm not making much money. I just told you the cost of it. But for me, it was giving the customer a really nice end product. But you see how time consuming it is. And if you want to be a guy that does gel badgers and have everybody send your handles to you, I've done it for a couple of guys just to help them out. And you're getting it nice and dry. Sorry for the noise, guys, but this is what I go through to make these. This one's just about dry. And this is our high-end one. This is the Heritage Gel. Another good sign too, you can tell a quality boar is they don't stink so much. Some of them will have a scent to them, but there's some of them, man, you can smell them a mile away. until you get them broken in really well. All right, so we're going to turn this off, and I'm going to give you a close-up of how that looks. You know, you see the hook and tips going on. And this knot here that I use kind of gets like a spaghetti look to it. They kind of, I don't know, they're like S shapes and hooks too. So people would say, well, now you've bloomed it. Well, yes, some, but this is how you get it back to. I usually just double this over and then I let it sit back to its original shape. Just put it up, let it sit and dry. Okay, so then here's our second best one. Now you see what I mean? See? Second best, and this is the low end. It's still gonna have gels. This one's a little bit better. But it's all about finding the right quality of hair. And that's the trick. I mean, I've had all different kind of batches of hairs. I'm just going to do this one last one, and then we'll shut it off. How many minutes are we at?
6:18.
That's fine, because I got to splice it together anyway. And see, this is how it's getting when it's dry. Nice and, it's a nice softer gel. Some guys like these mid-grade ones, like Gerard Castillo. He's a buddy of mine. He doesn't like and I personally, I like the mid-grade, and sometimes I like the high end. If you're going to get a gel knot, you know, why not get the right type of hair or hair knot and make it the right type of gel badger. And also too, density can affect the way your gels are too as well, because these are super dense knots. So in this one here, I'll talk about that in a second. We're not going to go all the way. I'm going to do it off camera on this one, but you see, it's nice. Not as white as this one, because this is like I said, this is our Heritage Gel Badger. It's a nicer high-end knot. And for those of you that might want to buy, some of you other artisans that might want to buy 50 or more, I can hook you up with the artisan, or not the artisan, the supplier that I use. I don't mind sharing that. There's only like 5 or 6 companies that make them. Then they have these small different retail, or I guess resellers, that buy them from them and sell them on Alibaba. And here's another one. We'll turn this off. I'm going to put a band around it. Here's another band here. So here's, it's not quite dry, but I'm going to finish drying it off camera. But, oops. So there you have it. So there's another bulb that we've done. And fan is the same way, okay? And then this is, like I said, this is your lower end knot, but it's still gels. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause this for a minute. I'm gonna come back on and talk to you about the knots.